welcome back to Royalty Soaps and the final day of the cupcake countdown to my 23rd birthday. Tomorrow is my birthday. We have done 6 consecutive days of cupcake soaps. It has been so much fun. I am totally gonna do this again next year. So if you're not following me on Twitter and Instagram, there are my handles down below. You should totally do that because I post pictures of the products that I use and I tweet about little things going on in my day-to-day life, and also sometimes hold polls and questionnaires for other products that you may or may not want to see on my channel. So go check those out. Also, you have to come back tomorrow to my YouTube channel because I am doing something incredibly special on my birthday. The video is going to be going live probably sometime in the afternoon, and you are not gonna want to miss it if you are interested at all in soap making. If you have ever considered making soap yourself, you're gonna want to tune in because it's a really big deal. So the soap cupcakes we're making today are birthday cake soap cupcakes, of course. So the first thing that we're going to do is pour our lye water solution into our bucket of oils here. The recipe that I'm using today is the exact same one I've used all week, which is the Nurture Soap piping recipe that I formulated and that you get access to whenever you purchase my piping set from nurturesoap.com. So I'm just going to mix this up very gently until light trace is achieved. Light trace just means that everything has been very well incorporated and it has the consistency of a really watery pudding. Okay, light trace has been achieved, so I'm just going to set my stick blender off to the side, and then I'm going to section off 32 ounces of soap. This is going to be for the soap cupcake bases. I'm just going to pour right into this bucket here, and then we're going to add some brown colorant and some fragrance oil. So the fragrance oil is a type of vanilla. It is going to discolor, so I just want to make sure the discoloration is even by adding some brown. So the colorant that I'm adding is dark brown oxide. This is from TKB, and it is true to its name. It makes your soap a really dark brown. Just gonna mix that up with my stick blender real quick. Just tap off the excess. And now I'm gonna scrape around the sides of the bowl. There's almost always a little bit of soap left there that hasn't been properly colored. So the fragrance oil that I'm adding is called Sweet Snow. It's from Lone Star, and this is actually sort of a peppermint vanilla fragrance. It melds really well with the fragrance oil that I'm putting on the top of the soap, which is creamy vanilla. And I just thought it would be fun to spice up our regular vanillas with a little bit of mint. It's such a good scent, so I'm going to go ahead and pour the accurate amount into here. And then I'm going to incorporate it right here with my spatula. It turns a little lighter color, as you can see, just like the Fudge Brownie fragrance oil from Wholesale Supplies Plus does. But as it continues to sit, it goes right back to a really, really dark chocolate brown. All right, so this looks pretty good and incorporated to me. So let's start pouring them into our cupcake soap molds. Just gonna start pouring down here at the bottom. I did not stick blend this fragrance because I have used it before and found when I stick blended it that it really started to speed up trace. Again, kind of like the Fudge Brownie. With chocolates and vanillas, when it comes to fragrance oils, I found that those have a tendency to thicken up a little bit faster. So if it's a fragrance oil that you've never used before and it has a high vanillin content or just smells like chocolate, beware of that. Now this last one that I'm pouring here, I actually had to mix up separate because I didn't have enough batter left. I forget that these particular soap cupcake liners always require you to have like a little bit more batter than the other ones. So I'm pouring in to the ones that I didn't fill up completely, just a little bit extra from a separate mix. And if you find that you're 1 cupcake liner short, you normally need to pour in 3 to 4 ounces of your batter that you're mixing. It's normally 3 to 4 ounces of batter to a cupcake. So that's what you need to do if you're 1 short. I'm gonna scrape this bowl super well because I'm going to use it to mix up the white frosting in, and we're gonna do that pretty much immediately because these other soap cake bases have already started to get really hard. If you see here when I poke, it barely moves. So that's how you know that it's able to pipe upon. So I've scraped everything from my big bowl into the little bowl again. This little bit of brown isn't really going to matter. So I'm going to first incorporate the titanium dioxide. The titanium dioxide I have today is from TKB Trading, and I have mixed it with some lukewarm water. So I'm just gonna incorporate that using the stick blender. So as you can see, it's a beautiful white color. And then I'm going to add in the creamy vanilla fragrance oil that has been mixed with a vanilla color stabilizer. The fragrance oil is from Lone Star and the stabilizer is from Nature's Garden Candles. Of course, as usual, I will leave all the links to everything I'm using in this video down below so you can go purchase them if you're interested in having them for yourself. So let's mix this up with the stick blender again. Great, so I'm just gonna tap all the extra off the stick blender now. Set the stick blender off to the side. Then I'm gonna wait for this to set up to a pipeable consistency and we'll start putting it on the cupcakes. It's time to start piping, so I thought I would film this video with an overhead view. Here's what my piping bag looks like. The piping bag and the coupler is from the Royalty Soaps piping set, and then this tip here is the Atico tip that I got off of Amazon. There's a link down below. Some of you guys have already told me that you've purchased it and have used it and absolutely love it, and that makes my day to hear because I love it whenever I can give recommendations to you guys and they actually work and suit your needs. This is really one of my favorite tips that I've ever come across, especially for doing big piping. So I'll put a little dollop in the middle, then I'll go around in a circle just like this. And I've waited for the piping to get pretty hard so that the little ribbed effect is really obvious. When working with a soap that has a vanilla color stabilizer in it and titanium dioxide, I find that sometimes the soap wants to go a little bit grainy on you. I'm pretty sure it's just the chemical compounds in the vanilla color stabilizer that make it do that. It doesn't really affect the way the soap works at all. It's just an aesthetic thing. So continue to mix up your soap batter as you're piping. So on yesterday's poll, an overwhelming amount of you wanted to see me package these soap cupcakes, so I will definitely do that in August. All the soap cupcakes are going to be available on August 15th. They're not available in the Etsy shop right now because they're not ready. They have to cure. So that's when they will be up, and I will post the packaging video, of course, before then because I have all of my products. So I should probably be posting the packaging video that, you know, the previous Wednesday or something like that. Okay, so now that all of these have the piping on, the next part is putting on the little soap cherries. So these are made using a small 9-ball mold. You can get that at Wholesale Supplies Plus, you can get it at Nurture Soap, and you can get it at Brambleberry. Lots of people carry it. I'll leave a link to one of those places down below. So I'm just gonna put one on each little cupcake. Oh my gosh, they already look so edible. I'm definitely going to have to put a do not eat sign on these. And hooray, I actually made the right amount of soap making embeds. Most of you guys know I've been having a problem counting correctly. Then I'm gonna put some candy sprinkles on top. These are from Wholesale Supplies Plus. They are just for pretty. As soon as you put this soap in the bathtub, they'll come right off. You kind of have to throw these on here or else they won't stick very well, I will say that. But goodness knows it's kind of fun to throw sprinkles around. Sprinkles are on, and of course I cannot let this go without putting a little bit of glitter on. So this is some holographic glitter It is from Nurture Soap. It comes with the Royalty Soaps piping set. Some of you may not know it, but the Royalty Soaps piping set actually comes with colorants and some little cups, and it comes with like lots of other things besides just piping materials, and this is one of them because it's one of my favorite glitters of all time. So this is what these little beauties look like up close. This one over here is a little bit squatty. That might be the one that I keep for myself. Happy birthday to me. So I'm going to wait a little while before I unmold them and show you guys what they look like then. But oh my gosh, they just look so scrumptious. I totally want to eat them. So these 3 cupcakes are a little harder than all of the rest of them. They've only been sitting for about 8 hours or so I'm gonna leave the rest to sit overnight a little bit longer, but I did want you to see what the bottom looks like, so I'll go ahead and peel that off for you. Looks a little something like this, and again, the bottom will discolor some more as the soap is exposed to the air because of all of the vanilla that is in it. Thanks you guys so much for watching. This series was so much fun to do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, maybe even leave me a comment down below, and don't forget to come back tomorrow for the super huge announcement. You guys are absolutely going to love it. I'll go ahead and give you a little spoiler. It's a really big giveaway. But I'm not going to tell you what I'm giving away until tomorrow, so you have to come back tomorrow afternoon, and I will see you all then. Bye for now!